welcome to the Brassfield Family Adventures. And we have been busy bees, and we were too busy to do a lot of recording, so we're going to have lots of clips of all the work that we did, and we had a very productive weekend,
right,
for sure.
So we're gonna watch the video together and have some commentary. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Work montage.
Here it is. So here's our time lapse of the carpet install. We started installing carpet on the engine cover and then on the interior of the RV as well, up in the cab. We ended up using dollar store floor mats or welcome mats because it was just a cheap option, and I thought it would work out alright, and it looks like it did. It's kind of patchworked, but I mean, it really was easy to do. They were easy to cut and easy to lay in there. We just used some 3M spray adhesive and it worked out really well.
And here Leroy's cutting the very last of our panels. It worked out great. We were able to do our last 4 panels with one backing board.
Right, one full sheet.
Right, one
It worked
full
out
sheet.
perfectly to the exact measurement.
So after weeks of measuring and cutting and repeating, it was a very nice finish for that project.
Now here we're patching some holes in the ceiling because if you remember, there was like a lattice work up on top, and so there was a ton of screw holes. We had to patch those up before we got it ready for paint.
Right, there was a lot of patching before we could paint. There were screws from the lattice work, screws from the shelves. Here Leroy's adding texture to help, well, I think make it a little bit more homey, as well as hide some of our wonderful drywall and taping abilities.
Right, a lot of this drywall tape work is gonna end up being covered with shelving for like our refrigerator and stuff like that we're gonna build in. But I mean, that spray on stuff, it works really well and goes on quickly. So here's some pictures of the texture. It's not a great picture, but it really is gonna work out for what we're looking to do on that wall. Now, on this part of the video, everybody was doing something. Jocelyn's here. She's painting some trim that goes around the windows and our trees. So, but I mean, that's how we made do with what we got. Here you're gonna see some of the carpet going in. I'm still working on the carpet at this point. Still needs to go in on the fender cover, fender well.
But that's the last bit.
That's the interior of it there, and we'll see a picture later of the final install with the trim. It really looks good. Then we're gonna go through into the back door of the RV and see what the kids are doing. Now Judea is, that's where I'm gonna put some more trim in and just kind of showing what we're gonna do, because I'm gonna put some carpet there on that step as well. There's Judea. She's drawing out a template for the window because we're gonna put panels there, but we still had to cut out the window. So there's a panel without the cutout, but later on we're gonna use what Judea's doing to cut that out and put it over the window. So here's the carpet fully installed. We got trim, we got seats in, and you really can't tell too much of the patchwork, but it really looks good. Here on the doors, we're gonna be replacing the trim with some of the carpet. There we're practicing paint stripping on the mirror. Here's where Jocelyn started painting the interior. She was so excited to use her painter, her sprayer.
I do love my paint gun. I love to paint, and I love how great it makes everything look. Here Leroy is doing kind of like a welcome mat to help, just keep the inside clean.
But here's also the finished product of the paint with some of the trim up and the finished interior. I mean, that's the color that we're going with. We're still going to be doing some accent walls and building in some shelves and stuff like that. So I mean, this is just the base of what we were doing. I also installed some new screens on the windows, which aren't on these ones yet, but on the back windows, the bigger windows, we put in some new screens so that they're not torn anymore and not just completely missing, But there you can see the new screens. Or I think those are still the old screens because it looked like it had some overspray still. But there's going to be some pictures here at the end where the trim's installed, the screens are installed, everything just is finished. And it looks so good. Jocelyn did really a great job with the interior painting. So here's the pictures.
And you see paint on the floor. I wasn't too concerned about overspray because we are going to put some vinyl, linoleum.
It's a peel and stick vinyl tile that looks like wood. So, I mean, just gonna really give it a modern, clean look. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We could really use the subscriptions. And thanks so much for watching this.